Hi everyone, this is Felicia, and I am working on my second layout right now from the Studio Calico Copper Mounting Kit. And I found three photos from 2009 that I'm going to use. These are photos of my best buddy there, David. Um, he was 1.5 right there in those photos. And he used to love to walk and go down the street with me all the time. So now I am taking some of the pattern paper from the Copper Mountain kit, and I am going to be mounting the lime colored cardstock, American Crafts cardstock, on top of the pattern paper there, cutting off that strip there. And I'm also going to be cutting off 1 inch from 3 sides of the American Crafts cardstock because I want some of the pattern paper from the Copper Mountain kit to be shown or seen, sorry. I'm mounting these three photos here, trying to figure out what order I want them in. And I'm thinking if this is going to look good or not. And I like the order of that because it shows him kind of standing, trying to get up, then sitting down, then being active as babies do. And the word phrases, I pre-cut those before I started working on this layout. And I'm going to figure out where I want those placed. Right now, I am figuring that out, trying to get them in some kind of order there. The red tag is from my stash. He is going up there because of the red word phrases that I have at the bottom, so I need a little bit more red at the top. And then I'm thinking about what else I'm going to put there. So I'm going to put this yellow arrow and the bird bubble that you see me grab there. I am going to figure out where I want that put. So I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I am going to put it down there. So I'm putting up a wood veneer banner and a geotag. And I'm also getting a arrow there from a kit there. I think it's I'm not sure. It says tag unknown, so I'm not sure. Let's see. So I'm going through some of my stash, and some of my stash has a lot of the October afternoon goodies in it, and those packets usually come packed. That is a smaller packet, and that's the tidbits from October afternoon, and that's from the Midway collection. So the arrows and the circle there came from out of that pack. So I'm figuring out if there's anything I need out of that pack, and I'm looking, and then I changed my mind, of course. Then I go into the bigger pack, and I found those words all on one strip. So it's a word strip from October afternoon that I am putting down at the bottom there to give it to balance out the whole entire layout there. And I'm trying to figure out and get the perfect arrangements. And looking on the back, trying to figure out if I want anything else out of there, and I don't. So I go back through there and I grab up, of course, the word bubble again that I'm putting on there. As you can see, it made its way on there. Now I'm going through my stash. My stash has all kinds of labels and tags and phrases there. And then I'm pulling out some Studio Calico veneer stars, wood veneer stars. Trying to figure out how I want those to put arranged on the layout. And I'm figuring that out, putting them on there at the bottom. You can see I'm not making any specific arrangement or anything. So now I'm looking at this layout. I'm taking a photo with my iPhone so that I won't forget where I placed everything. Now I'm going to take everything off. I'm going to put the word strip down there, making sure that I have that in the right spot. And I'm also going to glue down the wood veneer with the multi-medium matte from Ranger. That stuff is great. It's awesome. Putting the geo tag down. And I'm making little tick marks so that I can know where the photos were before I pull them off. So now I'm pulling off everything and I'm getting ready to glue it all down. putting them right there, making sure I have it right by looking at my iPhone, of course, of the photo I took. And I forget I got it right. Now I'm putting them all down in the order that I had planned, making sure to follow the tick marks that I have down there. Arranging them right. And there you go. So now the photos are down. Now I'm going to glue down this whole section onto the pattern paper. And I'm putting it down there. So that's all glued down. Now I'm going to start arranging my word phrases. And I keep looking and referring to my iPhone because I want to make sure I get it right, because sometimes I don't remember exactly how I have it, and I end up putting something in the wrong spot or put it in the wrong place, and then something's wrong. I go back and say, well, what happened? This is how I had it the first time, so what happened? So now I am making sure I got everything down right, putting all the word phrases up, and I'm going to figure out that I'm going to 3D this particular die cut here because I want it to pop out, because he's always smiling, and that would be perfect. That's a perfect piece of die cut to put there for him. And then I'm also going to put down the word bubble. Now the word bubble partially covers up the fire hydrant, but then I bring that arrow in, and well, I wouldn't say well, now I've fishtailed it though. So let's see, putting down the rest of the embellishments there. And I'm going to 3D mount those arrows that are going to go over the other fire hydrant on the photo to give it some kind of dimension and a little bit of character. So I got both of those down now. Getting ready to move on to the next step and making sure I got this layout right. So now I am taking some of the multi-medium matte from Ranger and I'm putting it down there. Arranging these stars anyway. There's no specific way of doing it. I'm just putting them down to fill up that space up the top there. And then I'm cutting off that part of that die cut circle and I'm going to journal. And the journaling says, "My David, he was so cute and very happy in this photo." That's all I put on that part that time, because I've scrapbooked so many of these photos of him that I've said so much that I just wanted to keep it short. And then on the two little arrow tags up above on the up in the left hand side there, I put November 2014. And I put that date because that is when I actually decided to scrap this photo, which I've been holding on to forever. So now I'm going to get some enamel dots from My Mind's Eye, from the Boy Crazy collection. And I am putting some multi-medium on them because sometimes my enamel dots fall off. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, but since it doesn't create a glossy, the multi-medium, I decided to just put a little dot of it on the bottom of those enamel dots. Now I'm putting down the stars, and I'm just putting them in any arrangement. There's no specific kind of arrangement that I'm putting them in right now. And then I got my yellow thickers, and those thickers have been in my stash forever. It feels like, it seems like. But anyway, it's the thickers, and the font is Eric. And I'm putting down the letters there, different sizes, so that they're not covering up the word phrases that I have already down there. And now I'm trying to figure out, see right there in that spot, I was going to put it there and I changed my mind. Usually I have my clear piece of plastic that I put down first, put the letters on first, and then I decide where it wants to go. In this case, I figured I wanted to put it over there to balance out the layout. Then I'm thinking there's something missing, and I filled a gap at the top between the happy and the baby, which was the perfect thing to do because it was pretty empty up there. And since that is so plain colored, I mean, with nothing on it but the stripes, I was looking for something else to put over it. That's not going to work. That was the vellum piece. I thought it would, but it's not. So I'm looking through the stash again, and I find perfect. Ta-da! So I put that down there. And once again, these are all from my stash. These are not from the kit. Now that I got those all up there, and it looks pretty decent, I am looking at it, making sure it looks good. There it is. It's all done. So thanks for watching, and take care.